Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from Dead Meat, the kill count for the 2025 movie Field Street Prom Queen. Almost said Palm Queen. That's not even close. Let's hop in and check it out.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm
Hey,
James
James
and today we're looking at Fear Street Prom Queen, a Netflix movie released in 2025. Back in 2021, Netflix released a trilogy by filmmaker Lee Janiak, loosely based on R.L. Stine's Fear Street books. Fear Street's 1994, 1978, and 1666 weren't based on any specific titles from the young adult horror book series, but they did take place in the same setting, the cursed Shadyside and its affluent neighboring town of Sunnyvale. I was shocked by how much I ended up loving Janiak's movies. They had personality, style, and a whole bunch of awesome kills. This follow-up is based on a specific Fear Street book, 1992's The Prom Queen. But if you're a big fan, don't get your hopes up. The only thing it adapts is the title and the general conceit of Prom Queen candidates getting offed by an unknown killer. Everything else is new, and not for the better. This thing is as generic as they come. Prom horror has a long and storied history in our beloved genre. You've got Carrie, a poignant character.
Yeah, I was just about to say, wasn't she technically the first?
The gold standard, the classic. You've got Prom Night, a solid archetypical slasher with elements of giallo and that amazing dance scene. You've got its sequel, Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2, an amazing batshit supernatural nightmare knockoff with unforgettable moments. And you can even count Jennifer's Body, a bold and hip subversive feminist work wrapped up in sexiness. So many different styles from different decades, and they all stand out. Fear Street Prom Queen does not, because it is bad and it is boring. Almost everything about this movie feels phoned in, especially its setting. It takes place in the 80s, but doesn't feel like it aside from the most obvious needle drops. They didn't even bother with era-appropriate dialogue.
It was epic.
An 80s kid wouldn't say epic. Even worse is the movie's portrayal of Shadyside, which felt like a real place in the Janiak trilogy. Those movies made me believe in the tragedy of Shadysiders, condemned to live in a cursed town. But the shady side of Prom Queen feels like any town 80'sville. It has no character. It is a generic setting for a generic slasher to take place in. It doesn't help that most of the movie takes place inside the school during a single night. The pacing here is awful. We're at the dance way too early, and it takes way too long for the characters to realize they're in danger. And in the end, most of them aren't. There are way too many survivors for the amount of random side characters who pop up to be red herrings. And it's never effective either. Nobody watching this—
So what? How many people actually die in this movie? I'm gonna guess maybe 10 or less.
Will think the creepy janitor's the killer, no matter how much he be creeping. The tone is also frustratingly inconsistent. Sometimes it's a straightforward teen drama, and other times it's campy.
I've been with that girl for 2 months. I know her better than anyone.
That line's hilarious. I wish there were more moments like that, but there's just not enough style anywhere. The most we get from the filmmaking is some lo-fi video footage and freeze frames that'll make you think Netflix is buffering. I just can't believe we went from the Fear Street trilogy, which was so lively and fun, to this paint-by-numbers snooze fest. It confirms that Lee Janiak was the special sauce. Hey, at least she gets an EP credit here. She deserves that bag.
Well,
in the interest of fairness, it's not 100% bad. The actors are doing their best with the material. Some of them make very specific choices that help their characters stand out on a second watch. And there are some excellent kills. Like, actually impressive. Thank God. That's the least they could do. Which kill will be a doorbell.
Oh,
flowers from a secret admirer.
well, that's nice.
Is this sweet or creepy? Oh, well, they smell—
I mean, technically that should be creepy considering you're married.
That's— Oh, shit, am I allergic to something in here? Oh, damn it, this is what I get for putting off that allergy assessment. I bet you've been there too. You keep meaning to make that appointment for allergies or your skin or, hell, just a general checkup.
Gonna be
but the time it takes to actually find and book an available doctor means you never get around to doing it. But that can be solved with today's sponsor, ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. It takes the hassle out of finding new doctors by allowing you to filter from 100,000 plus doctors based on distance, insurance, and patient rating, then providing their actual appointment openings for you to choose from right then and there. Seriously, it makes things so easy that producer Ben booked 3 different appointments in a day through ZocDoc after years of putting off even a basic physical.
All the others kept making me call.
And he was able to get those appointments fast, with ZocDoc typically offering times within 24 to 72 hours of booking. Hell, some are even same day. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/deadmeat to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZOC.
Looks like I won't be cutting out this ad.
DOC.com/deadmeat. ZocDoc.com/deadmeat.
Because I was waiting for that.
Which kill will be crowned queen of this prom nightmare? Let's find out and get to them.
One kill that we saw in that preview was using the paper guillotine, and I would like for that to get the golden chainsaw. Well, if not the golden chainsaw, then don't give it the rusty machete. Let's go.
The movie begins with some bad voiceover.
Everyone always said I'd end up this way.
Oof, voice acting is a skill. 2 days before this tiara got bloodied, Shadyside High was doing just fine.
We're kind of a shit show.
Okay, never mind. I was trying to be nice.
Apparently
Final
not.
Lori Granger narrates all about how Shadyside sucks. It's got a death curse.
It sucks face.
Tell by these clips from the good movies. Nice shout out to Sarah Fear there, who we saw in 1666 was kind of the root of this town's evil. But not because she was evil.
Damn it.
She was cool. Right now, these Shadysiders aren't thinking about their curse. They're too preoccupied with motherfucking prom. Lori is one of 6 prom queen nominees, which feels like one too many to me, but whatever. I ain't the prom committee. Another nominee.
I mean, honestly, okay, I have nowhere to talk. I didn't get to go to prom, and I wouldn't have gone anyway because of the whole pandemic crap. So I don't know how many people would even be in the running for prom queen or even prom king. Not like I would have had a chance.
He is Christy Renault.
Literally hated by my whole class.
Small-time weed dealer, big-time rebel.
She's played by Ariana Greenblatt, who was in Barbie and that
Wait.
Adam Driver dinosaur movie. The other competitors are the school's mean girls, led by their Regina George, Tiffany Falconer. They call themselves
Fucking off.
Wolfpack, though? Damn, Tiff, couldn't come up with an avian theme? Like the Birds of Prey or something? Tiffany's crew includes Linda, the smart one, Debbie, the gossipy one, and Melissa, the little toady sniveling loyalist. Melissa's the only one who stands out, thanks to actress Ella Rubin, who starred in Until Dawn earlier this year. The movie, not the game. Lori's intimidated.
No, clearly the movie. I mean, come on. So I was about to get into a rant about that damn movie. Let's just go on.
By Tiffany, and has been for a long time.
Your typical mean girl has tormented me since birth.
God, that VO is so bad. But hey, at least Lori's got the support of her best friend Megan
Cusco
Rogers,
could do
a
better.
stoner and horror movie lover. All right. She is the most gay-coded character since Otho from Beetlejuice.
Are you still gonna be my prom date?
Only if you slick your hair back and wear a suit. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. None of these characters
never mind.
appear in R.L. Stein's original book, where the prom queen noms are a group of frenemies with distinct archetypes, like drama kid and rich girl. They're picked off one by one leading up to prom, and the actual dance doesn't happen until the epilogue. Stein was fine with them taking or leaving whatever they wanted to adapt, so they pretty much took the title and left out everything else.
Luttrell writes, I want to be in a Fear Street movie so bad, please. Luttrell, believe me, you do not want to be in this film. Trust me.
British director and co-screenwriter Matt Palmer didn't know the Fear Street books, so he approached the adaptation like a John Hughes movie, which makes sense given the 80s setting. And I understand why he wanted to update the book's dialogue with the help of some female producers. He thought the characters
Honestly, I think I could have written a better movie than this. And I haven't even seen it.
talk too much about boys and not about themselves. But they purposefully made the dialogue and slang more contemporary to resonate with modern audiences.
It was epic.
And man,
Still, no one
seemed dumb
uses
to
that.
me for a movie set in the 80s. In class, while a teacher talks about the student's future prospects,
I like
Megan
to say
says Lori
badass.
wants to be a writer. It gets her teased by her classmates. She's already a social black sheep because of her mom, who apparently killed her dad before she was born.
What's she gonna write?
My mother stabbed my dad in the face by Lori Granger.
The dead dad joke leaves the wolf pack howling, but spurs best friend Megan into action.
This is on you, you evil fucks!
She responds to their
Wait,
hack
what the
jokes by
hell?
hacking off her hand. Holy shit! nah, it ain't real. It's just a prank, bro. You don't need to puke all over the class, bro. It's just a prank. This Tom Satini moment is very much in line with R.L.
Okay.
Stein's style.
Okay,
He
that
often
was-
ends chapters with cliffhangers
I would keep that, probably.
that are taken back.
No. I would use it on one of their arms. Yes. Like, have a walk over, grab her arm and be like, how about the story of Chop, make them freak out, think that the hand was removed. But then the show that was a false axe, thanks with false blood. And the story of the bad prank.
Are diffused as soon as the reader turns the page. Like, maybe a character ends a chapter finding a dead body in a closet, only for it to be a not scary mannequin. After school, Lori works as a waitress in a local diner. She's picking up extra shifts
Surprise mannequin!
to pay for a prom dress. Money ain't a problem for the Wolfpack, though, who order extra long hot dogs with a side of shit talk and fries.
Extra long. Oh, and fries.
Tiffany don't like the way Lori be looking at her boyfriend Tyler. She can keep an eye on her, too, since she lives right across the street from her. Oh, man. Having your high school bully live across the street's gotta be rough. Can't even mow your lawn without getting harassed. At the Falconer home,
Ugh.
Tiffany tries on her dress
Oh, Falconol. My mistake. I thought the name was Falkoff.
for her mom, Nancy.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, but what the fuck was that? I know it seems
Exactly.
nitpicky, but the lifelessness of this scene. I didn't edit this in any way.
This is literally the raw screen. Oh god, that's terrible. I'm actually thankful for the ads I'm getting because it gives me a moment of rest from this terrible movie. I mean, nothing against the people in it, all against the movie itself.
There's no sound design. You've got weird movements and sounds from the actors. What the fuck are we doing here, man? Both Mama and Papa Falconer are way too much into their daughter's prom specs. Oh, and turns out Tiffany's dad, Dan, is that teacher from earlier. He's played by Chris Klein, best known for the American Pie movies. Nancy's played by Catherine
that's a
Waterston,
classic.
last seen on the kill count in Alien Covenant. As
Ooh,
Billy
good
Idol's
one.
White Wedding plays, we get a prom eve montage. A pre-prom-tage? Lori makes a mixtape for her totally platonic friend, Megan, who's in her dope-ass room with a Fulci poster, smoking a J and sculpting a head. Like you do. Tiffany and
it
Melissa
is a
are
head.
jumping on the bed and dancing quite
For a second, I thought it may have been a mask.
poorly before they teleport to the movie theater, where, oh, holy shit, they're watching Phantasm 2! Hell yeah!
Hey.
I mean, that movie didn't come out until July of 1988, so either their school year
Hey.
runs late or this is an anachronism. But honestly, I don't really care, because at least for a minute there, I was watching a good movie. Bad girl Christy is selling drugs to Sunnyvalers on the edge of town. With her wad of cash and red cowboy boots, she's feeling footloose and fancy-free on the walk home. But don't look now, there's a red slicker sicko with an axe behind you. Christy, you gonna turn around? Because there's no way you can't hear those footsteps. But no.
Yeah,
she
you
stands
totally
there and
healed
doesn't
them.
react until there's an axe in her back. One more swing
Dumbass.
sends this bad girl to the red screen of death. The next day at school, students and the
one
faculty
death.
speculate about Christy's disappearance.
I hear she's been with an older boy, strutting around in red cowboy boots, weekend orgies.
Wowzers.
That's Principal Whalen, a mild-mannered admin who gets bossed around by his Veep, Dolores Breckenridge. She puts the pal in vice principal and encourages
hey, what
Lori
up?
to win prom queen at the dance tonight. Breckenridge is played by Lily Taylor, star of The Conjuring and The Haunting, and who we've seen as Verna Sawyer in Leatherface. After school, everyone gets ready for the dance, with Lori
Okay, that I can actually respect. Great actress.
working
Good
one
movie.
last shift at the diner.
Prom tonight?
Even though the movie
It's
takes
tonight,
place
huh?
in 1988, the filmmakers smartly dressed homes in the diner more like the 50s or 60s. They reasoned that the lower income shady side would be out of date and not up with the latest trends.
Yeah, I
Shady
could see
side,
that.
you just work with what you've got, which is a 50s diner that nobody's done any work on for 30 years.
That's why at the prom, a lot of the kids are styled with more 70s than 80s attire. Lori's mom
It
is
all
in a
makes
weird mood,
sense.
since prom night's a tender subject for her. That was when she allegedly, what was it? Stabbed Lori's dad in the face or whatever? She apologizes to Lori because it must be hard being the kid of a suspected killer.
I'm so sorry you've had to carry the weight.
She had to carry that weight a long time. Just hope that in the middle of the celebration, she don't break down. Across the street, Tiffany's mom gives her
Little
own
chance.
pre-prom pep talk.
Don't fuck it up.
And somewhere, the killer crosses Christy off their list and torches her signature boots. That's what
Aw,
happens in a
damn.
pre-Deep Hop world. Then, even though we're only 20
I guess it technically makes sense though. If you try to sell them, it'd be obvious.
Even though we're only 23 minutes in, we're all of a sudden at the prom already. Feels like a joke that we're here so early. I mean, the first song we hear is Never Gonna Give You Up. The movie's straight up
Ooh,
rickrolling
good one.
us. Breckenridge calls the potential kings and queens to the stage for one
Can't hate a good Rickroll. I mean, you can when it's poorly timed.
last reminder to vote.
Voting begins at 11 p.m. for your prom king and queen.
Wait, what? Doesn't that seem pretty late to vote for the winners? I could have sworn that my school did it during the school days in the week leading up to the dance. But,
Never know.
I mean, that was also a billion years ago. And I am still resentful that I couldn't run for prom king because I had already been on homecoming court, even though I didn't win. Let me double dip!
Damn.
On stage, Tiffany and the Wolf
Good
Pack
hell,
do a
though.
surprise synchronized dance to She's Got the Look by Roxette. A great song that deserves better dancing than this. They dance bully Lori
that is
until
so
she
bad.
flees the stage, then strike a pose trying to be drop dead gorgeous. Breckenridge ain't a fan.
That was pornographic.
Oh, Dolores,
Eh,
it's
a little.
1988.
Nancy's not like the other moms. She's a cool mom. Not everyone in the Wolf Pack is fine with Tiffany taking the crown. Looks like Linda's got no obligation to her queen bee. Oh, she's growing up so fast. She and her boyfriend Bobby leave the dance to grab campaign flyers from a nearby classroom. They find them all defaced. She's been graffitied to look like a member of Rush. Linda storms off in a rage, only to get her stomach slashed open off screen. I mean, that kind of sucks, but at least she comes back with her intestines
Ooh.
falling out and a nice waterfall of blood. blood. Looks like her prom
Not bad.
is all guts,
Not
no
bad.
glory. The killer pins Bobby down and teases a paper cutter kill, but come on, I've seen Prom Night too. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for this. They'll probably switch
damn,
it up
really?
with something else, like they did in that. Oh, holy shit! No, they just
Wait,
cut
yes!
off his hand with that blade,
Yes!
and the other one too.
Papal guillotine!
Yeah! There's the Fear Street gore I know and love. In
Oh,
a
yeah.
hilarious beat of black comedy, Bobby tries to open the door with his non-existent hand.
Oh.
When he can't, the killer finishes him off with a face smash into the window. For this
Damn,
kill,
that
actor
kinda
Dakota
sucks.
Taylor got a full body scan so they could make a perfect replica and fill it with fake organs. Prom Queen's effects were headed by Kayla DeBilis and done by Applied Arts Effects Studio, as seen in this behind-the-scenes video on Instagram by Reese Feldman, aka Guy with a Movie Camera. I really love the stuff I've seen
He was
from him,
hugging
and it's cool
himself.
that he has a cameo in this movie as a student setting up decorations in the gym. Back of the dance, there's something even worse than cheap vodka in the punch bowl. It's Tiffany's head.
That's a head.
Okay, never mind.
Ooh.
It's just another prank from Megan. It's the prop we saw her making the night before. I love how
Oh.
it made this Gerald guy faint into the punch bowl. He's the same dude who puked at her prank in class. Gotta be honest though,
Jeez.
I don't really get Gerald and his girlfriend. Like, what is their deal? Why are they such huge Tiffany stans?
Tiffany Falconer for prom queen.
Who are you?
No
They even helped the
idea.
Wolfpack do their little dance. This
It kind of feels like they may have been paid off.
sounds like they both want to make a little love to Tiff.
She's so
Awesome.
perfect.
Fucking weirdos. The rest of the students get mad at Megan for her prank, then at Lori for being friends with Megan. Oh, come on, what's the big deal? I thought everyone wanted to get some
It's a
head on
fake
prom
head.
night.
It's perfectly fine.
Lori gets upset at Megan for getting her yelled at and further ostracized.
I want to win prom queen, Megan. I want something to change.
Megan asks Lori what she thinks will change if she wins, and like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering that too. There
What
aren't any
will?
real stakes to this competition. The book at least had a scholarship, which played into class commentary that the movie does lay groundwork for. But instead of using that for motivation, we have a more nebulous family reputation kind of thing. Now that's what I call the 80s, continues as Hungry Like the Wolf comes on. But instead of dancing with the rest of the
Hungry
pack,
Like the
Debbie
Wolf,
decides
huh?
to Duran to run out of there with boyfriend Judd. He's a ponytail boy. Stay gold, ponytail boy. They head into the school
Ah.
basement, but I guess that
Okay,
place
that's
is
kinda
only
clever.
good for one dick wedding.
I'm not gonna fuck you in this dirty basement again.
Judd wins Debbie over
Again,
with a necklace he
jeez.
stole from his mom. Chicks love it when dudes compare them to their mom. They're just about to start sucking face when the killer cuts in and cuts into
Ooh.
Judd's unsucked face. Oh, that is deep. Face meats just falling to the floor. Debbie gets away from Judd's rigor mortis clutches, but the killer catches up. They give her a Jason Voorhees special by spooking her into a giant circuit board. He's teaching her the electrocution slide. Spurred by her best friend slash
Not
maybe
bad.
crush. I don't know who said that. Megan is wandering around wondering what's going on. She confronts Christy's older boyfriend Jimmy about where she's been, but he don't know.
I've been with that girl for 2 months. I know her better than anyone.
Again,
no,
great line
you
and
don't.
delivery. While Megan is finally figuring out she's in a horror movie, Lori has a hallway confrontation with Tiffany. Or maybe a prelude to a makeout sesh? While seemingly fighting the temptation to kiss her, Tiffany talks more shit about Lori's parents. She says Lori's dad was a Sunnybailer who hooked up with her mom as an easy lay. But he'd never be able to love a dirty shady sider, so Lori's mom killed him on
Damn.
prom night. I guess after she was already pregnant with Lori? Wait, but then her mom would have been like 18 when she got pregnant, so she should be in her mid-30s now. But that math
Yeah,
ain't
that
mathing.
makes sense.
Actress Joanne Boland is nearly 50. She was also on the Kill Count previously. Has a very
Oh.
unfortunate photographer in Saw 4. Tiffany's
Oh, I
latest
remember
bullying
that.
is too much for Melissa to stand.
Not cool, Tiffany.
I love what Ella Rubin does with Melissa. She has this nervous energy in every frame, especially when she's an awkward third wheel taking pre-prom photos with Tiffany and Tyler. Melissa is clearly uncomfortable whenever the Wolfpack picks on Lori, but she goes along with it because she worships Tiffany. Her eyes are
Of course.
always locked on her, constantly concerned about what she's doing and thinking. She even runs ahead of the other girls to be closer to Tiff. Seriously great work from Rubin. And you know what? The three leading ladies do a solid job too. I joked
Worked
about her
pretty
flat
well, I
video
guess.
at the top of the movie, but other than that, India Fowler does a good job with Lori Granger, who is written as a very boring character. Susanna Sun is a standout as Megan, and Fina Straza does a good job hinting at Tiffany's insecurities with her face acting. She found inspiration from Skeet Ulrich's Billy Loomis, a character who's pretty obviously creepy and a little crazy. I can definitely see
Oh,
that
yeah,
influence come
that's
through.
classic.
Melissa breaks away from the pack and checks in on Lori in the bathroom. She gives her a brush to put on a little makeup. It'll hide the tears to fade away the shakeup. This betrayal really sends Tiffany over the edge, and she throws a punch at Melissa. Throws punch at Melissa.
Oh, you sad
Okay.
bitch.
Melissa storms off as the tension between Lori and Tiffany comes to a head. Motherfucking dance off! A colossal mistake of a scene
Wasn't
unfolds.
expecting that.
Gloria by Laura Branigan. A disco hit that would almost certainly be out of vogue to high schoolers in 1988. And speaking of disco, you can't do a dance-off in a prom horror movie without evoking the masterful dancing from Prom Night. It is one of the best and needlessly long dance sequences in any horror movie ever. The choreography here is so well-packing.
How long was it again? Like 5 minutes?
I don't even know if it was planned or if they just told the actresses to improvise. Sweet fancy Moses. Tiffany's chicken dance
probably told to improvise. Sorry.
Laughed at. Oh my god, Laurie's really defeating the mean girl by fucking dance? I thought hurting Pennywise's feelings to death was bad. The rug cutting is cut short when that Tiffany groupie unplugs the speaker system. Seriously, who are you? But the damage is done, and the students move to Laurie's side just in time for voting to begin. Wow, that dance was a real October surprise. Regular Comey letter. Despite it looking like a heap of hot mess, they actually choreographed and rehearsed that dance a lot. They helped Oliver and Straza bond and become best friends, which made their
Wow, I'm impressed.
Dynamics pretty fun to play.
It's funny to, in the moment, think, this is crazy, my best friend is saying this to me right now.
Funny enough, they're like a lot of viewers and theorize that Tiffany is secretly in love with Laurie. Melissa changes clothes in the locker room and gives herself a pep talk.
Possible.
It's almost over.
I wish. There's still 40 minutes left to the film. It is over for Melissa, though. The killer appears. Oh shit, wait, make that killers, plural. And take her out with a cleaver to the face. Damn, just when a character was getting interesting. I don't love the prom killer's fit. They look like Ben Willis auditioning for a Lady Gaga video. It also has nothing to do with prom or the school, as opposed to the book where the killer wore a varsity jacket from the baseball team. They were gonna go with that look, but changed it early on to something a little more Java, with inspiration from the 1976 proto-slasher Alice Sweet Alice. It's also giving deadly premonition. Megan catches a glimpse of one of the killers in the hallway, and after realizing all the other queen candidates are missing, finally puts the pieces together. She tries to warn Laurie, but Laurie doesn't believe her, and assumes she's just being a jealous bitch.
Maybe you just can't stand that things are finally going my way.
Hey, in Laurie's defense,
Get
it's not
over
like
it.
Shady Side has a history of horrific serial murders. Oh my god, wait! Laurie's newfound confidence has earned her attention from Tiff's boyfriend, Tyler.
So is it just gonna be stolen glances all night, or are you gonna do something about it?
Oh, god damn,
Oh,
Laurie.
wow.
I was not familiar with your game. They sneak off together into the auditorium's dressing room. Or should I say, undressing room.
Ayo.
Except no. Laurie gets cold feet and changes her mind. Tyler grabs her hand when she tries to go. Oh no. Is he like the nice guy from Sleepaway Camp? I mean, he winds up dead just like him when he's killed with a knife stab to the top of his head. I love how the killer gets the knife stuck in his skull for a bit while Laurie runs away. It's so dumb and good. As Laurie begins her final girls circuit, Megan takes some of the trauma off her plate by discovering the body of the school's janitor, Mr. Stoker. Now we can call him a dead herring. Megan also stumbles upon the bodies of Judd and Debbie, and her screaming brings Laurie running to her. One of the killers locks them both inside a room, while the other hunts them down with an axe. Oh, it's nice they get to do their final girl circuit together. They break a window to escape, and despite a palmful of glass, manage to climb to safety. Laurie even stabs the killer in the shoulder on the way out. The young cast got to do a lot of their own stunts, which they were excited about.
Come on now, more blood. We're making a horror movie.
It didn't always go great though, like when Susanna Sun pushed herself too hard running.
Talk to my torn quads. I'm still recovering.
Oh shit, dude!
Ow.
She pulled a Vince
That
McMahon.
hurts.
God, it's so funny. Whatever that piece of
Ooh.
shit. Gets her. Torn quads.
Oh,
are
that
out.
was
These girls
bad.
have gotta run fast because it's time to announce the prom queen, and the winner is Laurie. Yeah, get up on stage. What? You again? Did you even go here? The groupie, whose name is Claire, tries to block Laurie, but winds up getting her foot lopped off with an axe. I'm not
Right
gonna
through her
count it
leg.
as a kill though. You're about to see that people in this movie can survive a lost limb. Don't worry though. I get to count Claire's boyfriend Gerald when he gets his head
There it
cut off in a
goes.
super
God.
spurty decapitation. Wow, I bet that would make him puke if he could see it. Laurie gets to the stage and is crowned by Principal Wayland before he's waylaid by the killer chopping off his arm. So much dismemberment. I guess they did this one with a prop arm that had an electromagnetic release. That's pretty cool. Before the killer can make like a French revolutionary and chop off this queen's head, Laurie is saved by lesbian love when Megan jumps onto the killer's back. They throw her off, but the distraction gives Laurie a chance to shove her crown into their eye. They're forced to demask and reveal themselves as Chris Klein. That's right, Tiffany's father. He committed all this high school.
Oh, so it was her parents.
Homicide for his daughter and his wife, who wanted Tiffany to win prom queen more than anything.
Oh, wait a minute. No, not the wife. She was right there. So who was the other one then?
Nobody remembers the details.
I only remember the winner.
I don't know, dude. That is one dusty finish. I think people will remember the details of this election.
Oh,
Principal
definitely.
Whalen's revealed to have survived as someone sets his severed arm right in front of him. Yes, this is the humor I want to see. And then Breckenridge carries it next to him while he's carted out on a stretcher. Where's this camp been the whole time? Megan and Laurie make up while the authorities clean up the scene.
It's worse than 78.
Yeah, sure is. Worse than 78, 94, and the witchy one in the 1600s. Also, listen, I don't want to imply that lesbian characters or people can't have platonic female friends, but like...
I love you. I love you too.
Let them kiss. Just try it out, Laurie. Maybe you'll like it. Nancy has to stay behind to give a statement while Megan's taken to the hospital by a very disinterested paramedic.
Come on, young lady. You need stitches.
Laurie offers to take a tearful Tiffany home, and during the car ride, her lifelong bully apologizes. She confides that her
So, hold on. One killer is dead, the other one is not.
Parents never found her good enough. They wanted her to be perfect, like Alanis.
I always tried so hard to be everything that they wanted.
Well, be a good girl and try a little harder. It's a nice moment of vulnerability that allows Straza to play a different shade to her character. Of course, we're not done yet. There's still the matter of the second killer.
Exactly.
Oh, it's Tiffany's mom, Nancy. Yep, probably could have guessed that. A knife-wielding
so I
mommy
was
Dearest gets back home and chases Laurie and Tiffany into a closet. In another completely predictable twist, Tiffany drops the act and outs herself as a fellow killer with her parents. Laurie avoids a knife stab, but gets slashed in the back by Nancy, which allows Mama Mean Girl the chance to deliver a villain monologue. Nancy reveals that she used to date Laurie's dad until she found out he was sleeping with Laurie's mom. So she killed him and pinned the murder on Laurie's mom, which, you know, I guess you can get away with.
Kind of obvious.
In any case, tonight isn't the first time she's killed. Murder's always been her inherent vice. Tiffany asks her mom if she can be the one to kill Laurie. Pretty please? Nancy agrees to Tiffy time, but as she gets ready to strike, Laurie kicks her through the banister and sends her falling to be impaled on a falcon statue 2 floors below. Very good kill here. It reminds me of the one at the end of the 2006 Black Christmas. Nancy corners Laurie so full of murderous maternal rage, she is literally growling. She sounds like Molly when she gets too excited. Nancy charges, but Laurie awards her some trophy head trauma. It's a nasty head bash.
Trophy.
That doesn't kill her right away, but eventually Nancy bleeds out and dies. Laurie walks out of the house victorious and more than a little cringe.
I'm Laurie fucking Granger.
Yeah, and you barely have a personality this whole film. The movie ends with a mid-credits scene where blood pools into a pentagram. This is a half-assed way to tie this into the Janiac trilogy. Hey, you know what would have been better? Making the Falconers descendants of the goods. Or, hey, maybe just do a movie about literally any of those other interesting killers we saw in the original trilogy. That's what the people wanted to see, not this bullshit. Which kill will be crowned queen of this prom nightmare? Let's...
Oh god, not prom queen. I meant the other field streets.
Let's find out and get to the motherfucking dance off!
Well, this is dumb as hell, but alright. Okay. Like I said,
I counted
dumb as
11
hell.
kills in Fear Street Prom Queen.
Oh, 11 kills. Well, look at that. Huh, I was close, but off by 1.
With the victims consisting of 6 women and 5 men. That gives us a rare red majority pie chart fit for a prom queen. And in fact, this is the first time we've had this exact count and gender breakdown, which means this is a killigami.
Hey!
Put a crown on that bitch! With a runtime of 90 minutes, we had a kill on average every 8.18 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Bobby. The fall onto the Falcon through the back is great, don't get me wrong. But the black humor of that knob nubbing is exactly the kind of thing this movie needed more of to be entertaining. Dog machete for lamest kill, Christy. She really should have heard those footsteps, and then what? We just cut to a red screen? That's it? She was in Barbie! And that's it. Fear Street Prom Queen was released in 2025 to largely negative reviews.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
love to see
easily.
more Fear Street movies, but only if they spend a little more time and money making them. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
On the next.
Alright everyone, you know the drill. Before we end off today's video, let's see which will be on the docket for next week.
Kill Count.
School's out, and there's only one way to spend your summer.
Which way we fucking going?
At Camp Pineway, there are so many ways to be a happy camper.
This summer's gonna be huge for us.
Enjoy delicious food.
You think they'll have weenies there?
and bask in the beauty of nature.
Let's make out.
It's beautiful.
But be careful, even when you're staying in cabins, camp can be intense. Get it?
Bravo!
Oh,
Always use the buddy system, or you might wind up a victim of the devilish camp killer.
You guys stole my fucking murder mystery party idea, didn't you?
No, seriously.
There's a killer on the loose!
Real killer.
What?
Hell of a Summer was made by Gen Zers for Gen Zers, so you know it'll be fresh and packed with all new humor.
What's the vegan option for dinner tonight?
There is no vegan
don't
option.
worry. I can grill a mean tofu burger.
Namaste.
Or it'll have a bunch of the same old tropes and feel like your average camp slasher. But
Oh,
hey,
geez.
it works as an entry-level horror comedy. Every generation needs their generic slasher.
Apparently
so here's
they
yours,
do.
Zoomers. This week, pack your sleeping bag for Hell of a Summer.
I knew I should have packed my nunchucks.
Then gather around the
Nunchucks.
campfire for
All right.
some more kill count. Only on
Oh,
Dead
literally
Meat.
called Hell of a
The
Summer.
line's been cut. Oh, I've always wanted to say that.
Hell of a summer.
Alright, well, that's the end of that. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.